All right, yo, we here, man. LA, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Comedy Star for letting us record and shit. We got a good pal of mine, Jade Catta-Preta.
Hey, what's up?
What's good? I say that right?
Yeah.
It's a good name.
Thanks.
That's like what is you again?
I'm a comic.
No,
Wait,
but
like
your
as
nationality.
my nationality. It's Brazilian. It actually means black gold. Like
real?
Cata means gold, or I mean, like jewelry, like kind of shitty jewelry, and then Preta means black.
Kata
Kata.
is like bad gold.
Yeah.
It's like not good gold.
Yeah, you know, like jewelry that your grandma passes down to you, and it's like play jewelry. It's like that. It's like a slang word for that.
I don't really understand that reference though.
You never like had jewelry
My
passed
grandma
down to
never
you?
gave me no jewelry and shit.
Oh, really? She didn't pass that nose ring down to you?
Nah, I bought this.
Oh, you did? Where'd you get it?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just a store in New York.
Yeah.
The Diamond
That's cool.
District. This guy, he was selling earrings.
I've been thinking about getting a diamond right here.
Really?
Yeah, but it's like a 2-year commitment. I don't think it would be good for auditions.
So you had to keep it in there for 2 years?
Yeah, because they have to drill it in, and then you have to drill it out.
Oh man, well you
But it
you
looks
could
cool.
do. You could get one too, and
Yeah.
then they put diamonds on that, and then
Yeah.
you could take it in and out as you.
Oh, like
please.
a grill.
Exactly, and it probably costs less.
Do you have a grill guy?
Yeah.
In LA, in
Well,
New York.
here you had
yeah.
to go to like the Sketchy Mall down near the airport, which I don't know if I recommend. But in New York, I had some people, but I could probably make a cup of coffee.
Oh, that's great.
My pleasure, man.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
So also by popular demand, we finally got some video here for the podcast because everybody be saying, yo, Lil Young Baby, man, you a visual guy, man, shit, you know what I'm saying? We need to see your ass and the guests.
Yeah,
So
you're cute, so it's like it's good that the girls see you. You know.
I appreciate you. Cute too.
Yeah, you're
So it's
cute.
good to see you. I like this outfit you got on. It's a tie-dye.
What, a little midriff for the rain.
Midriff, that means it's open in the middle.
Yeah, midriff. Yeah,
So then,
little drift in the middle.
so it's nice for the rain. How come?
Well, you know, because you can't be all covered up. You gotta have a little breathe room for your skin.
Oh, so the moisture gets on your skin?
Yeah, I like feeling a little bit of humidity on my skin.
I like that. That's cool. All right, so hold up, everybody. Jay does some shit that seemed very LA to me. It could be New York too, but for some reason this shit feel LA. She brought her damn dog to the show. Look how cute this damn dog is.
Cheryl.
Hi there, Cheryl. She looks sweet too, like she love you.
She does.
She does?
She lives in my armpit. I love it.
Do y'all sleep together?
Definitely.
Is she cuddly?
She's cuddly. In the morning, it's so hard to get out of bed because she's just cuddling in my armpit and stuff. I'm like, oh. But I'm also very allergic to her. So
Really?
yeah.
Is she not hypoallergenous?
No, she's adopted, so she's a street hooker.
So what are you gonna do? Do you take Benadryl
I take Zyrtec.
and it work?
It does. It makes me very drowsy all the time, but that's just my personality too.
Being drowsy?
I'm just so drowsy. I'm just always tired.
You seem very energetic. Maybe that's why, because you use all your energy and then you get tired.
It's true. Yeah.
Do you sleep long?
I could sleep for days if you left me alone. Like today, if I didn't have to be here, I would have slept until my sweat appointment at 1:40.
All right, so we're going to talk about it. So this podcast, we basically is for people out there who don't know what the fuck they trying to do with their lives and shit. So we try to get all sorts of different people on here to get in some perspective and shit, teach them how to feel good, and just find out how other people live in their lives and shit.
Yeah, inspiration. A
That's good.
little get going.
So we going to start with that. What's this sweat thing you doing?
So I'm feeling too lazy to exercise today. So instead, I'm going to go to a place where you get in a sleeping bag and you watch TV for half an hour and you sweat. And it's worth 30 minutes of cardio.
What, you can watch your own show?
You can watch whatever you want. They have like Netflix, Hulu,
Wow.
Amazon.
So you an actor. So
Yeah.
you could watch your damn self if you
You
want.
can watch yourself while you sweat and pretend to work out. Yeah, it's the best.
And then you could shame yourself on the TV and be like, oh, you think you big fancy on the TV? Well, I'm about to be skinnier than you.
Yeah, I'm skinnier than you because I'm sweating it out. Bitch.
That's a funny little competition you got going with yourself.
Yeah. Are you into sweating? Are you a sweaty guy? Like, are you into sweating?
I mean, I could be, you know what I'm saying? While I've been going through all this, and your friend who you going with, Stibbiness in Bar, we had her on
Wait, say her name again?
Stibbiness in Bar. We had her on the show one time.
Yeah, that's my
and
girl.
she would tell me all this shit, all this crazy shit, talking about drinking tea and all that.
Yeah, I feel like if your body feels good and if you feel sexy, like, then other people feel like you're sexy and they'll give you jobs.
Right, I think that's true. And I think it's another thing where it's like, if you feel good about yourself, then that people like that.
Yeah, I just realized this thing that I do that I never realized before. It's really codependent where I'll like text somebody to get a reaction, to feel something, but then I realize like, no, you have to make that feeling for yourself. And once that's all filled, then people just like appear in your life that are good.
Oh, interesting. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, you feel
Yeah.
it within instead of having to have other people feel it for you. Except if you having sex, you had to have somebody else there
Yeah.
put it in you.
Yeah, you got to put it in sometimes too.
But you could also put it in yourself, but it don't feel the same because it ain't warm.
Not as warm, yeah. Well, there's things out there you can make warm.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm really into this one thing called the Womanizer right now, this vibrator that's really good.
What's that? What's that like?
It's like a tiny fleshlight for your clit. It's good. Can I say clit?
Yeah, you say what you want.
Sick.
So it's for your little clit?
Yeah, mine's not little.
For your big clit?
Yeah, what's medium?
Medium
Average
clit?
size, I feel like.
We just say clit a lot.
Yeah, we say clit a lot. Clit, 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 clit.
I think it would be funny if they got they could make a little person
Yeah.
that's like really little, like that big, like
Yeah.
3 or 4 inches big, and he just do it for you.
That'd be cool.
And
If you could go inside there and just be like,
Yeah, and he hold it. He's shaking it.
I want a tiny vibrator, man.
For tiny vibrator, man. All right, so today you're gonna go sweat, and then that's gonna
sweat.
feel good. So
That's gonna
everybody
feel
out
so
there.
good.
So this is the thing that's funny about this whole thing. It do when you look good and you feel like you looking better and shit, you gonna feel better. That's true, right? But how many times I was at this party yesterday, and then I saw this beautiful woman, and she was with this dude who was like kind of a slob.
Yeah.
He was just all like gross looking and
Did
shit.
he have meaty hands?
He was sweaty. He may or may not have had meaty hands. Honestly, I don't think he did. Because we was talking about this before. Jay said if you have meaty hand, you got a big old dick.
Yeah.
But I think this girl was like looked like very young and impressionable. I don't think she even know about dick yet.
Oh, that, yeah. Wait,
She knows
what party
about-
were you
She
at?
knows about dick, but she
Yeah.
she maybe hasn't had enough of them yet. Or
And you're
maybe
like, why is she with this guy?
Yeah, but this guy had the same confidence of a person who had to work out a bunch to feel good. He's like, I'm the best anyway.
I love that delusional confidence, man. It takes you a long way.
It's hard to get there.
It is. Or you have had a lot of pain in your life and you've had to have that. It's a coping mechanism.
But that's a good question, though. Is it delusional?
It has to be delusional at first because there's nothing to prove it. Like, say, like, for example, let's just give acting example.
All right.
Like, I can go like, I'm the best actress from my college. You know what I mean? It's like, what's that? You don't really have any goals that you've achieved. You just have to know that you can achieve them. So you have to kind of have that delusional like sense of like it'll happen.
Right. So there's no reason. There's no like empirical evidence.
Right. Like you don't have the credits per se, but you have that like vibrational energy that you're the best, and so I think it attracts other people thinking you're the best.
Okay, I follow you now because it's like I'm the best, and you're like, okay, prove it, and then you're like, well, look at me.
Yeah, you're like,
and they're like, all right.
Yeah, come with me, and then you take them to a mirror, and you're like, look at my reflection. Bobby Lee would always tell me this, like when I was really into commercials and I wasn't booking them. He's like, when you're in the room, instead of being like really eager to say your name when they ask it, be like kind of distracted, so they have to like get your attention. You're like, oh, yeah, I'm Jade.
Oh, damn, did that work?
Yeah, like I'm always kind of in a hurry when I don't need to be. They're like, where does she need to be? I'm like, meetings.
Right. That's true. Yeah, everybody want the person who already fucking somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't want some single girl out there.
You don't want somebody who just sitting there waiting for you.
What, are you actually dating somebody right now? Like,
me right now, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been seeing somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Was she the girl from your that 3D video?
Nah, that's somebody else. It didn't work out with her. It didn't work out with Gabby.
It was really like when I saw it and there was like that vagina eating out scene. It really caught me off guard. It was really beautiful.
Yeah,
Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, for sure. There's a couple versions of that. I can't put that one on the internet, but the one that everybody's seen, there's an S-rated version.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
We show it sometimes at the live events that Jay was fortunate enough.
Oh, that place is so cool.
It's a cool spot, right?
That place is so cool. That's a cool date spot.
Yeah, we was doing virtual reality.
Yeah.
It's a little dirty.
It's
I
filthy.
agree that it's a cool day spot.
Yeah, if they cleaned it up, they could really take it to the next level.
Right, but it's a good day spot if you like seem like the guy who will be fancy.
Yeah.
Because then you go, oh, well, check this out. But if you already like a little dirty, don't take nobody there.
Oh yeah.
It's not dirty, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like a lot of guys.
You know what I don't like? I'm into smells. So like you gotta smell good. Like even if you're dirty, like put something over it.
Right.
I can't take it.
Bad smelling guys.
What's the worst smell for you?
I don't know.
I have a specific one. That's why I'm asking.
I don't like the smell of butt.
Okay, that's fair. I think a lot of people share that.
It's not a good one.
I don't like the smell of wet cardboard. Like it really bothers me.
Wow. Yeah, I guess. Well, that's interesting because it's
I
like
guess that's butt.
that. Well, no, not. But okay, so you saying like a smell that might not bother other people that bother you a lot.
Yeah, like really
'Cause that
specific.
don't bother me.
It doesn't bother you?
But
It bothers
wet
me
cardboard-
so much.
It do smell a certain way, and then it
Smells
start looking
bad.
all furry.
Yeah, like they put it on the elevator, on the ground of my elevator in my building. I'm like, why are we doing this? Did you guys not have any shit to smear on the walls? Or
Yeah, you gotta tell them to stop doing that.
yeah.
Then all this rain, I be bringing rain everywhere I go. I was just in Las Vegas this weekend.
How was that?
It was alright. Saying,
Did you do shows?
nah, I was just out there. My boys were doing some shit.
Oh, sick.
But it was raining. It rained like 3 inches a year.
Not
there.
fun.
It rained all the years of rain when I was there.
Yeah.
And I was in LA last week. It was raining. I'm back. It's raining.
You know that I was in Australia for a whole month this year and it rained every single fucking day.
Is it not supposed to do that?
No, I have this whole bit about how like Australian people kept coming up to me and going like, it never rains here. Never rains. Never, never. And I'm like, what? Yeah, I brought it, dude. It sucked. They were
That
like, you could
sucks.
go to the beach. I'm like, what? What else is there to do? I
Oh
went
yeah.
to every zoo
Really?
like multiple times.
Well, don't
yeah.
they have a lot of unique species there?
Yeah, I held a joey, which is a baby kangaroo.
What was
It
that?
was
What's
so
that like?
sick. He was so soft.
Does Cheryl know about that?
She doesn't know about that. Don't
She
tell her
wouldn't
about
care
that.
though. She's a dog. She don't know.
No, she couldn't come with me because you know, the whole thing is like you got to quarantine your animals before you bring them there.
Isn't it like that? Didn't somebody get in trouble for that?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, he snuck in his Yorkies.
How many he got? A lot, right?
2.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me ask you this. So now, for all the people out here who trying to be like actors and shit, let me.
Like, pick another profession.
all right. Well,
yeah.
okay. But
Yeah,
I
but
think
if you're delusional enough to do it.
there you go. Okay,
Okay.
cool. But okay, so that's a telling thing already out the gate. So let me ask you one thing first of all: is it all right to call a female actor actress, or is that
Yes.
no longer okay?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine with me. I
But
mean,
you
with
still
me
do say
personally.
actor for everybody.
You can. I mean, I'm not going to be offended if somebody's like waitress.
Oh,
If,
yeah.
You know, towards a waitress. So why would I be upset about the actress thing?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I'm not
I get
a
what you're
waitress anymore, but
I get
you know,
what
we've
you're
all been
saying.
there.
I get what you're saying. So, but if politically correct terms, it's okay to say either one,
I think it's okay to say either one. Yeah,
actor or actress. All right, y'all. So remember that.
remember that.
All right, that's step one. All right. So now this is the pilot's season.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean? Because what I always thought, but I'm sorry to interrupt. But
No, please.
What I always thought was that it was the season where like everybody learned how to fly the plane. But then I
I
found
wish
out
that
it
was
the
it.
actors.
I wish that was it. There'd be a lot of. It would be just as depressing.
So what
Pilot-
is pilot season?
Pilot season is when the big major networks are buying all their pilots that they're going to do for the year. So each one buys a handful of dramas and a handful of comedies. Each year it's around like 7 and 7.
So a pilot is a TV show.
A pilot is a presentation of a TV show, and then you have to base it off that, whether you want to buy the whole show, which is hard because it's hard to do a lot with a pilot. You know,
Right.
if you go back and watch pilots, they're usually shitty.
Right.
After Friends came out, the reviews were like, "Oh God, this nobody would ever watch this show for more than a season."
Really.
Yeah, they were like, what's his name? They were like, Joey's a misogynist. Like, nobody would like this. Like, and when our show did really bad, I had a show that did really bad. Our director sent us that and was like, "See,
What show?
Manhattan Love Story."
Oh.
You know, you were in New York when I was doing that.
Oh yeah, Manhattan Love
Yeah.
Story. You know, man.
Check it out, you guys. Shout it out. It's
So-
on Hulu. So
Yeah, check that shit out, man. Give Jay some love. But so the pilots. So that's the question I have is that
Yeah.
if I'm gonna write this show, right? I'm like, I got this great pilots.
yeah,
Then how come? Do I have to think of the whole show right there? Because what if they buy it? Then I'm like, oh fuck! Now I have to think of this whole show.
the show already kind of is like laid out in the pilot.
So they know what's gonna happen if the show will go to.
Yeah. Like when you do a treatment and you turn it in, you kind of already have like 6 to 10 episodes kind of like played out already.
Gotcha. That makes
Yeah.
sense. And then let me ask you this:
Yeah.
how come season 8 is like always terrible?
Yeah, it's because they run out of shit, dude. They run out of
shit to do?
It's like, how much can you do? Yeah. Like, what are some shows that are so good? Like, even Californication, that was so good for 3 seasons, and then they
He
had
was
4
on
more
that.
seasons. Yeah. And then think about stuff that you like. Like, what are some shows you're watching right now?
I don't really watch shows. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
I'm trying to watch True Detective.
Oh, yeah, the new season.
Yeah, Mahershala Ali and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I'm going to watch that today. That's what I'm going to watch while I soak. That's a good idea.
Oh, you can watch HBO.
Yeah.
The Shade House.
Yeah.
But it's only half hour.
Yeah, but that's all I need.
But that's only half of the show.
Yeah, but then I can watch the rest when I'm sweating at home.
You at home?
Yeah.
You heat sweating throughout the day?
You sweat throughout the whole rest of the day. You just got to swamp butt the rest of the day. Yeah.
That's wild. All right, sorry. We getting off topic. All right, so
Okay.
now when you go for the pilots,
Yeah.
I heard from actors that that's the busy time of the year.
Yeah.
So you might be going all over the place. So what's that process like?
It's difficult because there's a lot of rejection and you're reading pilots every night and you're memorizing lines every night. And then you know that the parts are going to the bigger actors with names and stuff. So it's like, unless you really connect, it's very difficult to get into it, I feel like.
Right. So right now it's that season for you.
Yes, right now it's happening.
So do you got some shit coming up this week?
Yeah, I have some shit. Well, I'm filming a Progressive commercial this week, so
Congratulations.
thank you.
Securing the bag.
Securing a little money.
That's another thing we doing out here is we trying to make that fucking money, son. Because if you do that, unfortunately, they say money don't matter. But in my experience, the only people who be talking about money, people who don't have no money. You know what I'm saying? You have money, you don't have to worry about that. So get the bag, man, and then you go live your damn dreams.
I know it's hard to make money. It's hard to make money in our profession, but then you crack the bag and you're just making money.
You do other shit too. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta hustle, man. Like when you're broke, it's your fault. It's nobody else's. Like don't compare yourself. That's the biggest thing. That's my biggest advice. Don't compare yourself to anybody else.
Right.
Because you have your own. Everybody has their own journey.
Totally.
We all have our off days. We all have our good days, and just
Right.
hope that you find a guy with meaty hands.
Big meaty hands. But that's the thing. That's true because if you think about this shit, right now, here I am, you know what I'm saying? Or even you, whatever. I'm comparing myself. I'm like, oh, man, how come so-and-so got a better rap career than me, whatever.
Right.
But you going to be doing that shit your whole life because I bet you Adam Levine right now, like, how come everybody love John Mayer, but everybody think I'm a fucking dork?
Wait, I love last night. Did you watch the Super Bowl halftime?
Yeah, I thought that shit was whack.
See, I was in a group of all gay men, and we were just like, take it off. Like when he took his shirt all the way off. Oh,
They
bitch.
like that part?
I love that part. He looks good, dude.
Yeah, I guess he in good shape. He
Yeah,
gotta
he
be
looks
in his
good.
40s, too. Or some shit.
He looks good, and he crushed it. I mean, it's like, I just hate the NFL altogether, so I'm not supportive of that.
Yeah, I ain't watched the game neither.
It's so boring to me.
I don't fuck with that shit.
Did you know that they did a study of all serial killers that they have in jail, and all like 95% of them had damage to their frontal lobe before the age of 25?
Wow.
So like they mix
That's
that like
right, the
with,
CTE and shit.
Yeah, they put that with like aggressive behavior. So it's like no wonder all these sports players are like
Crazy.
aggressive and crazy and shit. Like
Aaron Hernandez, that guy, I don't know if y'all remember him. He did all that wild shit, but he had 99% of his brain was all fucked up from getting hit in the head.
dude, yeah, like these people are crazy. Like
Yeah, it's not
frontal
right.
lobe damage, dude.
We fragile people, man. Y'all forget that because we also resilient, but we fragile.
We are really resilient. The body
Take
really
it
does
true.
bounce.
Dude,
Back.
So it's a good point. All right, so
Mm-hmm.
so you be going doing these pilots. So then what's so at what point in the pilots is they like, it's your turn to be in the pilots now?
Okay, so then you get it. So you go to an audition, you go to a callback, and then you go to producers where you're in a room with like.
How hard is it to get to that point though?
I mean, sometimes you go straight to producers. Sometimes you just skip all the steps.
But
And
that's because you experienced.
yes,
They know you.
If the casting director knows you and trusts you,
Then
and you're right for the part, they'll bring you right into the producer session, and it's just like usually a bunch of dudes around a table. And now it's more girls. It's a difference. You feel like the women more in the
Me Too is affected the environment.
yeah. Hashtag me too. Yeah.
Hashtag Me Too.
Hashtag bad timing for me personally,
Why?
because it's making like people very scared to hit on each other.
Oh, and because you be hitting on people.
Yeah, and people are like, what?
You all right.
Producer session, and then you get picked to do a test, which before you do a test, you have to do all your paperwork and decide like if the season goes, this is how long they have you, exclusivity, how much they're going to pay you.
So you see that on the paper before you
Yeah,
do it,
so
you
and
get
your
nervous.
lawyers are calling you, and then you get there and there's like, and they come in, a girl comes in with an envelope with like 4 contracts, and you see the amount of money you're making, which is like ridiculous. It's like what most people make in a year, you make in one episode.
Damn.
And then you're sitting in a room with like 3 girls who look like you or don't, like your
Right.
competition basically. And it's like you're there all like for hours too. So they really ice you. And it's just, they just want to see who's comfortable under that kind of pressure.
Right. You got to make it look like this year.
Yeah, like whatever. Yeah. And it's not that for me, even after 11 years of doing it, like every year. But every year I do get a little more like organized. Do you know what I mean? Like I know like to pack a snack every time I go to an audition, because
Right.
sometimes it takes long, and like
And
what
you
shoes
know,
to wear, where
yeah.
to park, like who likes what, and you get slutty in the right way.
And you understand the process so that each time, you know what I'm saying, whether or not you get it every time, it don't matter because it become more and more common.
Well, it's the job part. It's the job part of, like, sometimes I hate it and I'll complain to my friends and they're like, dude, at least you're getting auditions. I'm like, sometimes I rather not and save my, like, integrity of rejection. But it's part of the job and I got to get good at it. Like, I still get very nervous at tests.
And that's all right. It's good to admit it because the nerves is going to be there. If you pretend like you ain't nervous, I ain't nervous.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I don't get nervous. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't real. That's like you got to love yourself and shit. We all people, man. You know what I'm saying? We get nervous in our own ways and shit. So that's the whole thing that's crazy. And I get what you mean because when you say your friends are like, oh, I don't audition, why are you complaining? Yeah. Because it's like this. You go for the pilots, and then you go for the auditions, and then you go for the callbacks and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then you go for the tests, and then you do the tests, and you write the paper, and then all of a sudden you don't get it, and it's like that shit never happened, and you spent 2 weeks dealing with it.
Even more sometimes, yeah. Like, of your time, and you're like, and also something that you have to do is, like, imagine yourself in the situation just to, like, and so it's like the daydreaming of, like, having that part too. That's like the rejection part. That's like, oh man, like, it's like when you like somebody and then you figure out that they, like, are fucking somebody else and you're like, but then you get one thing, whether it's like a commercial or like a music, something, like, and it just feeds that.
Keeps you going.
Yeah. It's so exciting. Like, to do what we get to do, to just to even be here, like, all the people that have come through this building alone, like, we're so honored.
Shout out to the Comedy Store, man.
This is where I started. This is where it all happened. It all started for me. So
you can come here and buy some comedy at the Comedy Store, man.
Yeah, you can buy all the comedy you want.
Buy all the comedy you want, man. There's lots of comedy here to go around.
Yeah. Now, if you want advice on starting stand-up, don't do it.
All right. So so it's good to know that Jade thinks you should not do anything that she does.
Yeah, I think all the things I do were bad choices I made. No, I'm kidding. If you love it, do it. But just know that it's not easy.
Word. Yeah, whatever. Nothing in life come easy and shit.
Yeah, and if it does, it's like he wants to sleep with you.
Well, you was a waitress?
I was a bartender here for 4 years.
At the Comedy Store?
At the Comedy Store.
Come on now.
Yeah, upstairs.
No, that's dope.
In that outside bar.
No, for real?
Yeah.
That's good.
So much crazy shit happened while I worked here.
What a nice story.
Yeah.
Coming to age tale.
Yeah, I showed up and I was like, I want a job. I want to sell tickets. And they were like, girls don't do that here. And I was like, okay.
Do you make more money being a bartender?
Yeah, because, yeah, definitely.
How long ago was this?
This was, I started working here in 2008.
Oh,
so
no way.
A minute ago, 10 years ago.
And that's also when that's when you started doing the comedy stuff?
Yeah.
The walking around?
Yeah. I started because of Sandy, our friend Sandy Danto.
Sandy Danto.
He brought me in.
I'll be performing on his show on Wednesday
night.
Ooh,
shout out. Ooh, Chill?
If y'all be in LA, watch me chill. It's called. I don't really know what he want me to do yet, but I'm going to go there.
I'm coming. That's so fun. It's such a fun show.
He's a nice boy, this guy, Sandy Danto.
And he gives out frozen pops for the audience. So
he love eating popsicles.
He does. He loves chilling.
Boy.
Like a little tiny boy.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you this question too, man, because my music video, the one that you saw, is doing very well in Brazil.
No way, que ótimo.
Yeah, see, I don't know what the fuck that means.
I said, how great?
Que ótimo.
Que ótimo. Ótimo was like, fuck yeah, like.
How come when y'all be talking, y'all be sound like you be singing and shit?
Because quando a gente fala português, eu não sei, eu tenho ritmo, sabe, que não tem inglês.
Yeah, you see that? Yeah. Everybody listening to this down in Brazil knows
Gente, se você tá no Brasil, por favor, ouve a música dele, é super ótima.
Yeah, é super ótima. You know what I'm saying?
You know the best word in Portuguese is for butt. Bunda.
Bunda. That's good. Bunda. Yo, what's up, bunda? Shake that shit. I've been down there one time. Everybody had a big ass bunda.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. Everybody's sexy as fuck.
It's really a real thing. But then
people just working out everywhere in the street.
But wait, weren't you on Tinder?
Doing dips. Yeah, I was on Tinder in that bitch. Everybody had braces.
They do all have braces.
What the fuck? I was like, damn, man. They some vain ass motherfuckers, but they all look hot, man.
It's to show that they have money. Like, they're like, I can afford dental work.
That's like rappers, too. These 19-year-olds be getting braces because they're like, I spent 10 racks on my mouth.
Dude, but that shit is expensive as fuck. Yeah. Like, I had to buy a retainer on my own as an adult, and I was like, this is how much my parents spent. That's crazy.
You got fucked up teeth?
Yeah, they're getting fucked. The insides of my teeth are rotten, like homeless person style. Really? Yeah. Because in Brazil, you don't grow up with any fluoride in the water. You're supposed to brush your teeth like 4 times there a day.
Way.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there's fluoride in the water here. Is in this bottle of water I'm drinking there fluoride in this bitch?
No, but it's like more the water that you get at home, like in your sink and stuff. In America, it's in the water. And people say that there's like health benefits, and then there's also things that are bad for you from fluoride.
For the fluoride.
Like, you have a kid and he has like 4 balls. You're like, oh, fluoride. It's too many
sense.
balls.
It's too many balls, man. So, but
Yeah.
I've been noticing one thing. Everybody on my video be commenting KKK.
Yeah, that's laughing. That's like ha 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 ha. That's like
yeah.
It took me a second too. I was like, what is this? It's a lot of K's.
Yeah, I support all races, man.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
Yeah. It's laughing. It took me a second to get like Jade as like the slang down, like a lot of Brazilian slang. You're like, what? This doesn't make any sense.
That's funny. All right, so that's good that we cleared that up because I think I might have somebody mentioned that, but I wasn't for sure yet. So I'm glad that I talked to you. To clear that up. Same. That's good. So being an immigrant, does that change your shit up the way that like you is and stuff?
Yeah, I think I fight a little harder, because I feel like everything took me an extra little step.
Because you had to come, you literally had to take.
I came here. I had to go back in school. I had to learn the language. I was in a town where nobody knew where Brazil was, so I had to really prove myself. And
where was that town?
I moved to Charlottesville, Virginia when I was 11.
Wow. Speaking of KKK.
It's fucking crazy, yeah. They're like, what's it like to wear shoes? I'm like, it's cool. But I just reconnected with like Brazil hardcore this year, this past year. And I'm just really proud of it.
What was that like?
It's been cool, man. It's been cool to go back and then understand that like I'm not American or Brazilian. Like, and it made me feel unique in a weird way, like reconnecting to my culture.
Right.
And it made me feel like very Brazilian too.
And you was doing comedy down there?
Yeah, I was doing comedy, eating shit, just fucking silence.
Really? Because you was doing it in Portuguese?
I was doing it in Portuguese, and it took me a second to get the rhythm down again. And I would be like frozen because I couldn't think of the most simple word. Like I was like, what's the word for elbow? What's the word for elbow?
Cotovelo. Eating shit means you did bad?
What?
Eating shit means you was doing bad?
Oh, yeah. Like when you eat shit on stage, that means like, you're just getting served a dump of silence.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But then what? Then it got better and easier?
Then like I started to kind of find the rhythm and like kind of find my voice in Portuguese. And I feel like I'm really different from anybody that's doing it there because they're only 10 years in as an art form.
Right.
So they're still telling these jokes. Like there's this one girl that told this joke about like, what would be the perfect guy to date? A homeless guy. I'm like, we've heard this.
Right. So
you know what I mean? The setups are still kind of basic there.
They're like Chinese people can't even see.
Yeah, they're like like they can't drive, yeah. But also it's different. It's like the way they tell stories are really colorful. It's just a really beautiful, different culture. And dude, the guys that are doing stand-up out there are fucking crushing it.
They make a lot of money?
You can't really because the dollar is like $6. So their money is worth like nothing.
But they live well there?
Yeah, but they're doing well for what they're doing. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. They're doing like theaters.
Wow.
And we're doing like bars being like, I've done this for 11
Right.
years.
It's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
So that's fun that you went down there and you got to perform. So do you have any jokes that cross over? Like, do you tell it in English and Portuguese?
There's like similar things. Like I have this one joke that I try to tell here that's just really, it's kind of cheesy, but the word excited in Portuguese like means horny, super horny. Like insteadah means like I'm fucking horny. But I thought that's just the way you said excited. So I was calling everybody, telling them. I was like, I called my uncle. I'm like, I'm so excited to see you.
Oh, my God.
So I had to fuck him because I don't like being wrong. So that's like a joke I tell in Portuguese. And then whenever I have to do like Spanish-y thing, I just did that Spanish late night talk show. Noches con Plantanito.
What's that?
It's a late night talk show here in LA that's on a Spanish TV. And the host is a clown.
Oh, no way.
And the whole thing's in Spanish, and you have like a earpiece, and they're like telling you what he's saying in the earpiece. It's
real?
crazy, yeah.
And then you respond in English?
Yeah, and then it's just wacky, and I was like, like jumping up and down and doing other. I taught him like how to do samba. It was fun.
What channel is that on?
KTLA.
No way, that's crazy. There's a crazy clown man.
Yeah, you should get on that show, dude. You'd be good on that show. You should try to get on while you're here.
I might have fun, man. I like a lot of that Spanish music. They had some good music.
Like what? What do you like?
Bad Bunny.
What?
Bad Bunny, you know him?
Oh, no, but that sounds cool.
He's the best, man. He put out a dope album this year, and everybody be making collabos with him. Drake did a song with him where he's singing in Spanish.
What's your favorite rap? Who's your favorite girl rapper right now?
Wow, my favorite girl rapper.
Are you into Lizzo?
I don't
Do you like
her.
Lizzo? Yes, you do.
Nah.
Feeling good as hell.
I don't know her.
She's
good.
so
Should I check it out?
bomb. Yeah, she's so good. Lizzo is so good.
I could peep that. I like Tiana Taylor a lot. I don't know if you consider her a rapper, but
I'm
kinda.
gonna look her up.
So Kanye did a bunch of albums with 4 or 5 different people this summer, and that was one of them. And this
That's
shit was
pretty
fire.
cool.
It flew under the radar a little bit.
That's cool.
That's
Girl
one
rappers
also,
are the
I like
best.
Tink.
Tink?
You know her?
No, but I'm gonna put it on my
Yeah,
Spotify
you should
right
look up
now.
both of those, man. Both of them shits bang, slap out.
Tink.
Pretty fucking hard.
Do you like Billie Eilish? She's not really like
I
rap,
saw
but
her on the building when I came over here.
she's so hot.
Who
But
is
she's
she?
17.
I saw some shit about her like a year ago. She wasn't as famous.
She's
as
so
she is now.
good, dude. She's just like this creepy, like kind of dark teenager chick. She's so cool.
I feel like dark shit be prevailing.
Yeah, you know why? This is what I figured out. We were like, what's going to happen to the younger generations growing up with phones and growing up with technology and stuff? It's making them like very depressed because they have so much access to so many things.
Right.
It gives them this sense of like stillness.
It's too much.
It's almost too much. Like we had to really fight for things. Like remember things that really mattered to us when we were little and like we didn't have phones and like
Right.
how exciting it was to even like go to a concert and
sure.
have that accessibility to that person. Like now you can see their private life on your phone from your
Right.
bed. Like there's not that excitement. And I think it's making younger generations very, I don't know, like depressed. Like think about like Mac Miller, like that kind of generation of
Yeah.
kids where they're all like, they're jaded before they're even adults.
Right. Be growing up too fast. That's
Yeah,
true.
they're growing up too fast. They have too much access.
So you think that's why like all this dark shit is popular? 'Cause
Yeah.
everybody's like, all right.
Because they can all relate because they're all super depressed.
Right.
Like this new song she has is like, she's like, I want to end me. Like there's all these like creepy, like,
She's 17.
yeah. We
That's
should
wild.
put a link in the episode. It's so good.
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish.
I could check that shit
And
out.
then I just watched the R. Kelly documentary. So then when I saw she was 17 and I thought she was hot, I was like, ooh.
Oh yeah, that was wild.
This-
That R. Kelly documentary. We was talking about that in the last episode.
Dude, did you watch the Fire Festival documentary?
Yeah, that was pretty wild too.
The guy was going to suck someone's dick to keep the party alive?
That poor guy, the dick suck guy to keep the party alive. First of all, man, I ain't like who's to say that the customs guy would even want to have this guy suck his dick? That's part I ain't.
I guess he can
understand.
really suck a dick. That's what we found out.
Is that true? Is that apparently this guy should get the best head in the world?
I mean, I feel like middle-aged white gay men really can suck a dick. You know?
So yeah, he's like, I was going over there, and now they making fun of that poor guy.
I know. I mean, I'm like,
He getting
you said
trolled.
that?
Poor kid, man.
But then you're like, how many transactions have ended in dudes sucking a
yeah,
dude?
I think
It's
not
like,
that many. He said, listen, man, I know we all y'all $100,000 for the water, but let me blow you, and it's all good.
dude, I've never come so hard from Conolingus that I'm like, you know what? You don't owe me $100,000 anymore.
Yeah, no shot, man. Give me my money. But yeah, that I saw one of my ex-girlfriends in one of them in that Hulu one.
You did?
Yeah, and I was like, pff, and she was staring into some other guy's eyes. I was like, that'd make a lot of sense.
I'm gonna watch it just to see who that is.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna shout her out, man. No
Don't
free
blast
promotion.
her out, dude. Don't blast her
No
out.
free promotion on this show.
Nah, dude.
But yeah, that's why that whole Fire Festival thing was crazy. I knew a couple people that was going down there.
Dude, if you had that much money to go do that, it's like you kind of deserved it.
A couple of the kids they interviewed, I was like, yo, I'm happy you got your money.
Yeah,
too,
I'm like,
man.
I'm sorry, dude, but
You are
you're
all whack.
you're working out every day trying to get ready for this festival. Like some of the models are getting like legal action taken with them because it's false advertisement.
But
You
they
know.
ain't know though.
But I think that's what's going to start to happen with Instagram and all that social media stuff because right now it's just free advertisement. I
Right.
think it's going to start to get like
Legal.
it's going to start. Yeah, some things are going to get harder. Like think about Kylie Cosmetics.
Oh yeah.
She's a gajillionaire, and it's because she spends no money on advertisement. That's where a lot of companies lose so much money.
Oh, that's interesting. I ain't think
Everything's
about
on her social media.
it. She got a lot of following.
Yeah,
So she have all the money just for herself.
everything
She
goes
make
to
more
her.
money than all the rest of them.
She makes more money than all of them.
Is she the youngest one?
She's the youngest one.
Go figure, man.
Fuck yeah, Kylie.
But their whole team, they all rich, all them people.
I think the mom is worth like 60 million.
60?
60.
I thought she'd be worth more than that.
$60 million
That's a lot.
is
No,
a
I know,
lot
I
of
know.
money, dude.
But the daughter is $1 billion.
Yeah, Kylie has I think she's close to she just hit $1 billion this last year.
That's wild.
I mean, that's another thing. Like, she had a baby. Like, yeah, that's the only other thing she could have done that was like exciting.
Exactly.
She's jaded. Like, she can have anything she wants.
That's right. I
What do
always
you
think
work
about
for?
that. Yeah, those are young superstar people who like
Yeah.
get shacked up. That makes sense.
And then you die so young. Like,
Oh, I hope not.
Well, I mean, a lot of these kids die so
that's
young,
true.
you know?
Yeah.
Because they've lived a full life by the time they're like 24. You're like, all right.
Like, that's it for me. I'll
Like,
see y'all later.
I bought 4 Lamborghinis already. Bye.
Yeah. But, man, don't go buy them 4 Lamborghinis.
Don't buy 4. Just buy one, you know?
Don't buy any, in my opinion.
I mean, you don't need one, but if you want to.
Jay with that little, what's the shirt called again?
Crop top.
With the little crop top, acting crazy, driving around Lamborghini in the rain.
You know, I have a Kia, dude. I wish I had a Lamborghini.
You got Kia?
Yeah, Kia is like the Lamborghini of the middle class of cars.
Somebody, we
Kia
don't have to
Dini?
fact check that. Audemars not here because he in New York doing his thing, but if he was here, he'd be on the computer right now checking that out.
Yeah, he would falsify that information really quickly.
Audemars a nice boy. You know Audemars?
Do I know him?
I don't know if you know him. He's a good kid. He has his little beard that he love.
I don't think I know him.
All tight, this little beard and his little hat.
I love little hats.
He's a nice boy. This kid.
Yeah.
He would like Audemars, man. He's a good guy. All right, Jade Catta-Preta. Well, so tell everybody where they can check you out and shit.
Well, right now I have a show out on Hulu. It's called Future Man. Check it out. And then I'm also coming out in Those Who Can't, an episode of Those Who Can't on True TV that's coming out this week, I think, or next week. And you can check me out at the Jade Movie. And I'll be in Houston this weekend on Saturday, Houston Comedy Hub. It's Comedy Hub, Houston.
Houston Comedy Hub, man.
Saturday, 2 shows.
At the Jade Movie. She's doing 2 shows in Houston, Texas. And her TV shows. Check that shit out too, man.
Yeah.
My name's Lillian Big, man. Shout out Kyle Mangos, man. He's mixing one of my songs right now.
Wait, do you have to do this?
Also, shout out Josh Elgood, Goes of Music.
Wait, it's like that.
What's that?
Because we're in LA right now.
Oh, the LA thing. I
gotta do the LA.
don't know how to do that. Can you show me?
I feel like, wait, I'm trying to figure it out myself.
Like this?
L would be like that.
That?
No, we're almost there. Like this.
We
That
trying to
looks
figure out how to do it. It look like Jay on my.
Wait.
We're not doing too good. Do you think you got it there? Maybe. Oh yeah.
But is the L the right way?
I think so. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
it's like this.
Wait, what? No, that's wrong. Now you had it the right way. All right. Jay trying to figure out the LA sign with the hands. And then hi Cheryl. Thanks for joining us on the show. Go sweat your ass off.
Thank you, baby.
And have fun and watch your little show. Shout out Kyle Mangos, everybody who mixing my music and shit. We dropping some new shit on y'all in 2019,
Shit.
man. Peace out, man.
Peace out.